Today's lesson is called The Wonders of Slovenia, Day 2. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Roger. Today we're going to continue talking about world travel. And as we mentioned before, you might want to consider going to Slovenia. It's one of the former republics of Yugoslavia. And I understand that Eastern Europe has become quite a popular travel destination these days. But maybe you've already been to Poland, you've already been to the Czech Republic, you've already been to Hungary, and you're looking for some new place to go. Well, Slovenia might be the place that you could consider. Okay, we talked about Slovenia in our program last time. It's not as popular. It doesn't have as many renowned attractions like Italy, Austria, and Hungary have, but still, it's got its own local charm. The capital city is not that big. You can check out the castle there. It's got these wonderful bridges there, and you can probably meet some really nice and friendly people.
Slovenia is a wonderful place, everyone. There is local charm, and there are beautiful things to behold, okay? Yeah. If you go there, chances are it's not going to be as great as Italy, Austria, and Hungary. But that's not because Slovenia isn't great. It's because Italy, Austria, and Hungary already have a reputation, an international reputation. Slovenia doesn't have that yet. But if you go there, you are going to be inspired, okay? And two, you're going to go to a place that is still largely undiscovered. Yeah, on day one I told you how my brother has already been there, but hopefully as a tourist, he didn't ruin it for everyone else. Now, who knows, a decade from now, Slovenia could be up there with Italy, Austria, and Hungary with all these places that you have to see, but for now, you can go there and you can discover them and you can be among the first people to see them and to tell other people about them too. Okay, so guys, be adventurous, be explorers. Go to Slovenia. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll start reading from day 2 of our article on Slovenia.
Next, travel north to the town of Bled, whose highlight is a church located on a tiny island in the middle of beautiful Lake Bled. Accessible only by a 99-step staircase, the church is a popular destination for weddings. According to tradition, a newly married husband who carries his wife up all 99 stairs ensures the couple's future happiness. On a nearby cliff, a centuries-old castle sits, from which visitors can marvel at the beauty of the lake below and its surroundings.
大家好，今天第一个单字我们看到的是 destination， 这个字当作名词，代表目的地或是终点的意思。例如 The destination of the train we are on is New York City. 我们乘坐的这列火车的终点是纽约市。接下来我们看到的单字是 ensure， 这个字当作动词，它有确保、保证的意思。所以我们可以说 The law ensures that all adults have the right to vote. 这项法律确保所有的成人都有投票权。再来我们看到的单字是 cliff， 这个字当作名词，代表悬崖或是峭壁的意思。例如 Seabirds stood on the edge of the mountain cliff. 海鸟伫立在山崖边。接下来我们看到的单字是 marvel， 这个字当作动词，它有惊讶、大为惊叹的意思。例如 Julie 对那枚钻戒的美丽赞叹不已。英文可以这么说 Julie marveled at the beauty of the diamond ring. 再来我们看到的单字是 surroundings， 这个字当作名词，它有环境的意思。所以我们可以说Kim soon got used to her new surroundings in college. Kim 很快就习惯了大学的新环境。
Okay, now remember in our program last time, we started off by talking about traveling in the capital city of Slovenia, Ljubljana. That's where most people will start, in the biggest city and the capital city. So yes, we're assuming you have some time on your hands and you have some money to burn. So next, travel north to the town of Bled, whose highlight is a church located on a tiny island in the middle of beautiful Lake Bled. So this is a town. It's not a city, so it's probably much smaller than the capital city. And there's a church there, which, of course, is a religious structure for the Christian religion. And you could head out to this tiny island there in the middle of this lake, and you could check out that church. It's probably pretty cool.
There you go. And I bet you guys had never heard of that before. Yeah, there's a town called Bled in Slovenia, and it has a wonderful attraction there. Now, you hadn't heard of this before, like you'd heard of all the great stuff in Austria and Hungary and Italy, but hey, there are things to be found there in Slovenia, and they're just as good as what you can find in Italy, Austria, and Hungary. By the way, I'm tired of all those famous countries in Europe like Italy, Austria, Hungary, France,
Me too.
the UK, and stuff like that. I want to travel on untrodden paths. I want to be adventurous. I want to do my own thing. I want to do something new in Slovenia. And Slovenia, well, it seems like a place where I can do this, where I can see new stuff, to see stuff that tourists haven't already seen before. Anyways, accessible only by a 99-step staircase, the church is a popular destination for weddings. So how about that? You can go to Slovenia, see things that you've never seen before, and then also get married. But if you want to get married at this church, don't forget about this staircase that you are going to have to negotiate to get there. Yes, this church, well, you can only get there by way of a 99-step staircase. How about that? Yes, this church is accessible only by a 99-step staircase. How about that? Now, if something is accessible, it can be accessed or gotten to. Anyways, yeah, this 99-step staircase, this is the only way that you can get to this church. That's what we're saying here. Now, more on a staircase, by the way. We're talking about this 99-step staircase. This is a staircase with 99 steps or 99 stairs. That's pretty amazing. Anyways, what's a staircase? A staircase is a set of stairs or steps. Okay, that's all there is to it. Yeah, to be clear, a staircase is a set of stairs and the walls and the associated structures, etc., that contain this set of stairs. And yes, like I said before, you can say stairs or steps, okay? Stairs are steps that allow people to go from one level or floor of a building to another. And yeah, usually stairs are found inside of buildings and homes and structures like these, and steps are usually found outside or outdoors. So yes, on your way to the church, you won't be walking up stairs. You'll be taking a 99-step staircase, one step at a time.
One step at a time. I could say there's a long staircase that leads up to Jinan Temple in Mujia, here in good old Taipei. So, of course, this set of stairs leads to the top of this church, or at least leads to this church. So I guess we could say that because it's a bunch of steps, it is not wheelchair accessible. If you're handicapped, you'll have to figure out another way to get up there. But it's a popular destination for weddings. A destination, of course, is someplace that you're going to. There are probably popular destinations all over the world for weddings and when people plan those things out. Now, according to tradition, a newly married husband who carries his wife up all 99 stairs ensures the couple's future happiness. That would make sense because if the guy's trying to carry his beloved wife up those stairs and he has a heart attack and dies, then he's not going to be very useful in ensuring the future happiness of the couple. Now, here, ensure just means to guarantee that something happens. Don't confuse this word with the word insure with an I, to insure something. That means you actually buy insurance from an insurance company. You buy household insurance or fire insurance or life insurance, stuff like that. Here, insure with an E just means that you're making sure something will happen in the future.
There you go. To ensure is to make sure of something. You could say something like, getting a graduate degree will ensure future employment for you. Anyways, moving on, the next sentence says, on a nearby cliff, a centuries-old castle sits from which visitors can marvel at the beauty of the lake below and its surroundings. And yeah, Roger, I don't know about you, but this sure does sound like a majestic destination. Yes, this place has majestic written all over it. We've got cliffs, and we've got lakes and castles and churches. That is amazing. Now, more on this word cliff. A cliff is a very steep rock face. Yeah, a cliff is the edge of a mountain or a rock formation that is steep or which leads directly down to some water like the ocean or something like that. So yeah, cliffs, they can be dangerous, but they're also quite beautiful, quite majestic. Yes, there's something that you can marvel at. Yes, if you marvel, you feel awe. Yes, you are awe-stricken by something. Yes, to marvel is to feel awe when looking at something. It's to look at something with great respect and or admiration.
Here it's being used as a verb to marvel at something, but it could also be a noun, something that you marvel at, an astonishing thing, like the many marvels of China, for example. So yes, indeed, you can marvel at the lake below. Oh, that lake is just beautiful. Man, I want to go down there and go swimming and do some surfing, maybe some fishing or something like that. And you can also marvel at the surroundings. Oh, the lake, the forest surrounding the lake, the mountains in the distance. Oh, I'm in heaven here. I am marveling at the surroundings here. I didn't actually talk about the word surroundings so much, but that just refers to the area around you, the things that you can see when you turn around and look forward, to the left, to the right, all the things that are around you.
Yeah, the word surroundings refers to the things, circumstances, or conditions around a person or a thing at some time. Yeah, here when we're talking about the surroundings of this place, we're talking about the things found in and around this area. That's all there is to it. Yeah, your surroundings, your personal surroundings are what you see, hear, smell, or otherwise sense. That's pretty much all there is to it. All right, folks, that's it for this paragraph, but we are not through quite yet. After a break, we'll start the second paragraph of the day, so we'll see you then.
Elsewhere in Slovenia is the series of underground caverns, halls, and passages known as Postojna Cave. Entering the cave is like stepping back into prehistoric times, as some parts of it are said to be around 2 million years old. The cave also houses unusual animal species, such as the so-called human fish, which lives in the dark and looks like a miniature dragon.
第二部分我们看到的单字是 prehistoric， 这个字当作形容词，代表史前的意思。例如，考古学家将数处史前住所遗迹挖掘出土。英文可以这么说 Archaeologists uncovered the remains of several prehistoric dwellings.
Okay, now as we mentioned in our program before, we said that Slovenia doesn't have as many attractions as Italy, Hungary, and Austria, or perhaps other countries in Europe there, but it does have its own unique features like lakes and caves and caverns and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to talk about in the second part of our lesson. So elsewhere in Slovenia, in other places in Slovenia, is the series of underground caverns, halls, and passages known as Postojna Cave. Okay, so yes, indeed, this is in other parts of Slovenia, but it's a series of these underground caverns and also these halls and these caves and these passages and stuff like that. So it's spread out over a very large area. So that's why we're saying elsewhere in Slovenia. Maybe in other parts, there are probably different places where you can check out these underground caverns. A cavern usually is a large open hall or something like that, but we also use this to describe large caves. Remember when I was a kid, we took a family trip to some place called Carlsbad Caverns. I don't remember where that was, maybe in Tennessee or New Mexico or something like that. I don't remember. I was very small at the time. But in any case, it was a huge set of caves, not just one cave, but many connected underground.
Anyways, more on this cave. Entering the cave, apparently, is like stepping back into prehistoric times, as some parts of it are said to be around 2 million years old. So yeah, that would put us firmly in prehistoric times. And yes, here we've got the word prehistoric to talk about. Yeah, prehistoric. This word is an adjective, and this word describes ancient times. Yeah, prehistoric times occurred very long ago, before history was recorded or written down, or maybe even before human beings were even around.
That's right. So, of course, the cave is millions of years old. So when you go in there, it's like, wow, I'm stepping back into the Stone Age or maybe even into historical periods before the existence of human beings, maybe as long ago as the dinosaurs. As some parts of it are said to be around 2 million years old. Well, that's not quite old enough to go back to the dinosaurs, but still 2 million years is quite a long time ago. And the cave also houses unusual animal species, such as the so-called human fish, which lives in the dark and looks like a miniature dragon. So yes, you could probably see some kind of wildlife inside a cave. It's kind of surprising. But if you see the ponds there or the pools, there are probably fish swimming around there. And if you catch a glimpse of those fish, you might see one that I guess looks like a human in some way, but here it describes this fish as looking like a miniature dragon. Miniature just means a smaller version of something.
Yeah, miniature, very small. Yeah, here this word describes a tiny thing that resembles another probably larger thing. And yeah, dragons are usually really big, so this is kind of a tiny dragon or a miniature dragon. That's all there is to it. Now, one note, very often people shorten this word and they say mini. Yeah, a miniature dragon or a mini dragon. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll be wrapping up our article on Slovenia.
Just a few kilometers from Postojna is Pajama Castle, which was built as a fortress in the mouth of a cavern halfway up a tall cliff. Features of this castle include a dungeon where priceless treasure was once found, and holes in the entrance's ceiling for pouring boiling oil on enemy attackers. These and other interesting sights await you in Slovenia. Don't miss the opportunity to visit this wonderful country on your next European trip.
第三部分我们看到的单字是 priceless， 这个字当作形容词，它有无价的或是宝贵的意思，所以我们可以说 The priceless painting was stolen from the museum last night。博物馆内的无价画作在昨晚被偷了。今天最后一个单字我们看到的是 await， 这个字当作动词，它有等待的意思。例如 Ben awaited word on whether he got the job he applied for. Ben 在等候通知他是否得到申请的工作。
Okay, so we just went to Postojna Cave, and just a few kilometers from Postojna is Pajama Castle, which was built as a fortress in the mouth of a cavern halfway up a tall cliff. So this is a castle, maybe a fortress. Well, actually, it was built as a fortress, which is kind of a military structure that is supposed to defend a certain area against attackers. And they actually built it in the mouth or the entrance of this cavern at the entrance to a cave, which is halfway up a tall cliff. It's probably quite spectacular. And I wonder if they let you climb up there. I don't know. But in any case, features of this castle include a dungeon where priceless treasure was once found and holes in the entrance's ceiling for pouring boiling oil on enemy attackers. Gee, I hope they don't pour boiling oil on unsuspecting tourists. But in any case, it includes a dungeon. We often talk about that in old fairy tales. The king is going to put you in the dungeon. It's kind of like a prison that is in the basement of the castle.
There you go. A dungeon, very simply, is a strong underground prison cell that is often found in castles. There you go. Now, in this sentence, we also have the word priceless. Yes, if something is priceless, everyone, this thing is extremely valuable. Yeah, if something is priceless, you can't put a price tag on this thing. You can't attach a price tag to this thing. This thing is so precious that no amount of money could ever really tell you what this thing is truly worth. Yeah, like the painting the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is said to be priceless. You could not offer the Louvre or the government of France enough money ever for them to ever sell you this painting. That painting is priceless.
You could probably say the same thing about the National Palace Museum here in Taiwan. Many of the works of art there are priceless for sure. So indeed, priceless treasure was once found in that castle. It's probably not there anymore. And of course, we did talk about the holes in the ceiling there where they poured oil on the attackers when they tried to invade the castle. Now, these and other interesting sights await you in Slovenia. They're waiting for you. Go check it out. What are you waiting for? They are awaiting you. This is the verb to await, which basically means to wait for someone. It's more of a poetic kind of word that we oftentimes use in writing.
Yeah, guys, get going. These sites await you in Slovenia. These attractions are in Slovenia and are just begging to be viewed and absorbed by tourists like you. All right, folks, with that, we are all done with our article on Slovenia, and it's time for you guys to hear from the Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文一开始提到 Next, travel north to the town of Bled, whose highlight is a church located on a tiny island in the middle of beautiful Lake Bled. 接着往北来到布莱德小镇，那这里最特别的就是位在美丽的布莱德湖中央一座小岛上的教堂。好，这边我们先来复习 whose 引导关系子句的非限定用法。whose 当所有个关系代名词的时候呢，它表示什么什么的，那后面是要接名词。whose 可以引导子句来修饰先行词。好，那当我们的先行词是很特定明确的对象时， whose 的前面要记得加逗号，那它引导的子句功能就是用来补充说明先行词。像课文里面的先行词是布莱德小镇，那它是特定明确的事物，所以才是用非限定用法。我们看到 whose 前面是有加上逗号的。另外要补充一个重点，课文的句子有使用到分词片语 A church located on a tiny island， 它是由 a church which is located 或者是 that is located on the tiny island 简化而来。那我们就顺便复习一下分词片语的用法。好，碰到限定用法的形容词子句时，也就是关系代名词前面没有逗号的情况下，如果这个关系代名词它是当主词，我们可以把它省略，然后再把后方的动词改为分词形式。主动或是进行就用现在分词，那被动就用过去分词。举例来说 We visited a temple which was built in 1891. 我们参观一座兴建于1891年的寺庙。那么 which was built in 1891 这个形容词子句里面 which 是主格，可以把它省略。那动词部分因为是被动，所以我们只要保留过去分词 built， 句子就可以讲成 We visited a temple built in 1891. 好，接着来看课文第三部分的第一句。Just a few kilometers from Postojna is Prajama Castle, which was built as a fortress in the mouth of a cavern halfway up a tall cliff. 距离波斯托伊纳几公里处就是普利加马城堡，它盖在高耸峭壁半山腰上的山洞口来作为堡垒。那么后半句的 which was built 它是非限定用法的关系子句哦，那是用来补充说明先行词 Prajama Castle， 我们先把它忽略掉。那这边主要是想帮同学们复习地方副词片语移到句首的倒装句。那我们就把前半句把它独立出来讲解。Just a few kilometers from Postojna is Prajama Castle. 这个部分原本应该写作 Prajama Castle is just a few kilometers from Postojna. 那它是把地方副词片语Just a few kilometers from Postojna 移到句首，然后再把动词 is 移到主词 Prajama Castle 的前面来形成倒装句。那这种用法通常都是在主词比较长啊，或者是主词后面有修饰语，或者是你想要特别强调地方副词的时候就可以使用。像课文里面的主词啊，它后面跟了一长串的关系子句，那倒装之后，读者可以先看到地方副词，就可以先掌握这个普利加马城堡的地理位置，然后这整个句子的结构也会比较好理解。好，那么以上是今天的重点整理，我们再来回顾今天的单字吧。
Destination. The Caribbean is a popular destination for many American students on spring break. Insure. Taking this medicine will help ensure that your symptoms do not get worse. Cliff. From the edge of the cliff, the view of the valley and the lake is amazing. Marvel. Upon arriving in the city, we marveled at the size of the buildings. Surroundings. My first day in Hawaii was spent simply admiring the surroundings around my hotel. Prehistoric. The Karnak stones in France are some of the earliest known prehistoric objects in the world. Priceless. The gallery has several priceless paintings among its collection of art. Await. An excellent dining experience awaits you at my cousin's new restaurant.
Discussion starter starts now.
Okay, it's time now for our discussion starter. Jeff, here's the first question. What would you be most excited to see if you had the chance to visit Slovenia, and why?
I think I'd be most excited to see that church that is on that island. Remember that church? You have to go up the 99-step staircase to get to it, and then maybe you can see two people getting married. Yeah, I think that I would like to see that most because that's the type of thing you can't see anywhere else on planet Earth.
Well, I like cities, so I'd probably go to Ljubljana myself and spend time there because I just like cities. I like walking around and talking to folks and taking pictures and stuff like that. I like the nature, I like the great outdoors, but heck, I think I should spend some time in the city most of the time.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.